How's it going, guys? Colin here from Trail Thrills Off-Road, and in today's video we are going to be going over all of the recent upgrades we have installed onto our Jeep JK. Now, it has been a while since we have done one of these videos, and as you may have noticed already, the Jeep is looking a lot different than what it was a couple months ago, and we finally think we've done enough to it that we can finally make an entire video going over all the upgrades that we've installed. So let's just jump right into this. We're going to start in the front end and then we're going to work our way back. And we're going to start with probably the most noticeable thing that we put on, and that is new tires. Now, we have made a video on an entire initial review of these new tires, so if you're interested in that, we'll link that right up there for you to check out. But we're just going to do a brief overview of what tires we got in case you missed that. So what we decided to go with were some 37-inch Milestar Patagonia MT tires. We upgraded from our previous 35-inch Goodyear Wrangler MTR tires. We wanted a bigger tire size to make us more capable off-road, and it was just time to replace those old tires. They were really worn down. We've had them for a while, and yeah, these 37-inch tires look great. They're going to perform great, and we're definitely glad we upgraded from 35 to a 37. Moving on to the next upgrade, right above the tires, you will notice that we upgraded to some Smittybilt XRC metal fender flares. Now, before we got these metal fender flares, we had the plastic fender flares that we cut up and trimmed ourselves and made it look a little bit more aggressive than they do stock, but it still looked awful on this Jeep. They were so flimsy out on the trail, they didn't protect our Jeep whatsoever, and yeah, it was just time to upgrade. It was way overdue. So what we decided to get, again, were the Smittybilt XRC metal fender flares. They're super inexpensive, super durable. They were easy to install. We didn't make an install video or anything on these because that video just would have been really short. And I think we got all 4 fender flares, the front and the rear, for around $280 on Amazon. That is a great price. If you're interested in checking them out, we'll definitely be sure to link it in the description below, along with everything else you see here in this video. And yeah, they look great, super aggressive styling. They're gonna definitely give us more protection from trees and stuff out on the trail, and definitely no complaints on those. So let's move on to the next upgrade. For the next upgrade on the Jeep, we have to move down a little to the Dana Spicer 1350 series axle shaft that we decided to upgrade. This axle shaft is going to help support these big meaty 37-inch tires that we installed because the U-joint on it is 25% larger than it comes stock. So we shouldn't have to worry about that on the trails at all with these new tires. Another thing that we did down here, which is kind of going to be hard to see, is we upgraded to the Silent Stop metallic disc brake system. Those are just bigger brakes. These shouldn't have a problem stopping the 37-inch tires at all. And the last thing that we decided to upgrade down here was the Evo Manufacturing manual sway bar disconnect that we installed right up in there. And what happened was, while we were in Drummond Island, we actually broke our electronic sway bar disconnect that comes stock on the JK, and it's quite expensive to replace those, so we just decided to switch to the manual version. It's a lot more reliable as well. And it's pretty easy to disconnect and connect the sway bars. All you have to do is twist a little dial, and once you twist that dial in, it will disconnect the sway bars. So that's pretty neat, and it was also an inexpensive purchase, and that's why we decided to go with it. So up next are these Iron Cross Automotive fog lights that we decided to put in the bumper right here. And we decided to do that because with this bumper, there's 2 empty circles, and that looks really goofy, and we had it like that for a little while, and we did not like the look of it at all. And these fog lights fit in there perfectly. They're super bright, and I mean super bright out on the trail. And yeah, not much else I can say about those fog lights. They're great, and we would definitely recommend them. And now I do have one more thing that I want to cover that's not necessarily a new upgrade, but it's one that we haven't shown in the channel. And we did install it a couple months ago, so I guess you can call it a newish upgrade. But again, I don't think you guys have seen it yet, so let's go check it out. We've got to head inside the Jeep. And that upgrade would be this Midland GMRS radio right down there. So this is specifically the Midland MXT 115 radio. The actual radio portion is right down there. All the controls are laid out for you underneath there. And then the handheld portion is right up here, easily accessible on the passenger side. And then we ran the wires from that all the way to the back. We have the extra strength antenna mounted right back here on the rear bumper. Super neat. You can't even really notice that it's there. And this antenna gives us plenty of range. We've never had a problem communicating with other people on the trail. And yeah, it's a great little radio for the price, and we absolutely love it, and we would definitely recommend it. Alright guys, so that is everything that we have put on our Jeep recently. If you saw what it looked like before all these upgrades, and we'll go ahead and throw a picture up there right now of what it looked like, you would notice that we made a big difference in it. It looks a lot better than it did before. Looks a whole lot more aggressive, and it's going to be a heck of a lot more capable and durable out on the trail. So let's talk about some of the future plans that we have for our JK. The first thing that we're going to do here in the near future, we're actually looking for them right now, is we are going to install a new 4-inch lift kit. We're not 100% sure which one we're going to install yet. We've been searching around and we have some ideas, but we're definitely going to install one of those soon because we really want to get rid of this rough country lift that we have on here. When we bought the Jeep, you guys know rough country is the worst brand out there when it comes to aftermarket accessories. It rides terrible on and off-road, but I mean, it'll get the job done. It's taken us everywhere we've wanted to go so far. We're just looking for a whole nother level of comfort out on the trail. Some more future upgrades that we have in mind are we want to get rid of our rear bumper because that thing is just really heavy, and it actually makes the rear of the vehicle sag. It's not a bad bumper, but we're just looking to get something a little lighter and a little more aggressive than what we have now. And guys, that's pretty much all we really want to do to this Jeep from now on. Let us know if you guys have any more ideas of what we should do. We don't really want to make this a full-blown rock crawler, but we also want to be able to do some pretty difficult trails because this isn't a daily driver. We have daily drivers. This is just a weekend warrior, I guess you could say. So we would definitely be willing to do some cool things to it if it falls within the budget. And we hope that you guys enjoyed this quick walk around of everything we've done to our JK over the past few months that you guys haven't seen. And we hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time on Trail Thrills Off-Road.